How was the interview?
Interview was very simple. It was very easy, but I think it really depends on your particular situation. I was well prepared because I think it's in my nature. I over prepare and rather be prepared for everything. And then at the end, I wasn't asked actually anything outrageous by the officer. I was ready for any kind of possibility. I had all my diplomas, the uni degrees, the confirmations and all of those to impress, to just prove that I'm all good in any aspect. You have to also prove that you're financially stable in order to be able to immigrate, but not be a burden when you arrive. You get through all that paperwork and you go to the interview, and essentially on the interview I just got asked, I don't know, where would I want to live or something along the lines of just the conversational questions.
Did you have an idea where would you go? Because you can go basically anywhere.
You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. At that time in the interview, I said I'm gonna go to New York because I was au pairing close by, so I was really fond of that area. But at that point, I didn't know. But you can go anywhere, yeah. When you're going to the interview, you also have to prepare, besides the paperwork, you also have to go to a medical exam, and you also have, and you pay for that one. So that the thing gets a little more financial. When you're getting closer again, the more you have to open your wallet. But it was nothing outrageous. But then you also have to take some mandatory shots. I don't know, like a measles shot. I don't know, because it depends of what you have from your home country. And so I remember, and I don't like the needles, and I had to go and I had to take 5 shots on each arm or something like that. Wow, that was terrible. But it was worth it.
Of course. And how long did it take to get the answer from them? Did you get approved right away?
Right away, yes. Right away at that point, after those few questions, they were looking at some of the paperwork, and I just got the answer right away that yes, I'm being approved, and I really felt like flying. It was a beautiful feeling. And they kept my passport.
Really?
So they keep the passport, and because they have to put the visa for you to be able to come first time to the US to become a permanent resident.
So you became a green card holder once you got here?
Yes, exactly. So you are not a green card holder when you get approved. When you get approved, you receive your passport with a 6 months visa. That's like a prequel to your green card. So within 6 months, you have to make your way to US to enter and to become a permanent resident.
And how do you become permanent resident?
So just by entering. All right, so I flew to LA with all sorts of documentation again, just to be safe. But at that point, I had to have, because there's some documents that you have to have that they give you with your passport that you have to carry with you. And when you're in the airport, to the officer that is actually checking your document, you just say, I don't remember, I guess I came to immigrate here.
Really?
I came to stay.
That's hilarious.
That's what you do. Yeah, I remember. And then they were, okay, come. So then someone came and took me to the back office sort of a space. And then they were checking the documents. And then I guess they gave me a stamp or something like that. They gave me a stamp in the passport or that passport visa. And at that point, I became a permanent resident. And I received the green card then in mail in some point. Not that long of a time, maybe 2 weeks.
So you already had like accommodation arranged in LA, or did you go just for vacation? How did you end up in Miami then?
Yes. I flew to LA, and then I went to visit my host family that I lived with before when I was au pairing, and it was their address that I used to have my social security card delivered to and green card delivered to.
That's nice.
Yes, that was my stop. And then I came to Miami because I was looking for a place that would be similar to Sydney, where I lived in Australia. That would be city by the ocean, maybe closer to Europe. Somehow with combination of these these requirements, I got to choose Miami.
Interesting. Do you like Miami?
I do, but it's a little too hot. I do enjoy it.
For the most of the year, it's very hot. Yes, I can agree. What is your story since you arrived till now? What did you do here?
It's actually incredible to me when I'm thinking about that this has already been 6 years, a little bit more than 6 years, because I came in the beginning of 2018. Well, it has been a beautiful and interesting journey because I think that I was again rediscovering myself. First, I started to work because you arrive to the new country and you just trying to get your bearings.
What was your first job? Do you remember?
Yes, so my first job was actually as an account manager for a company that was doing courses for dentists, teaching dentists to do implants.
I think I remember you told me about it once
Yes.
to
So,
apply there or something.
oh, really?
Yes, I think when I was looking for a job one time, you
So,
recommended.
well, that's how long we're friends already. It's been a long time ago.
I'm
I
like
think
since
I,
2018
I think I
too.
remember. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So yeah, that was the place, and I've been there some time, but at some point I really felt that I want some more freedom, and I started to work towards working for myself. And I went through these different phases and I tried different kind of things, and some were more successful, some were less. But I think that I learned so much throughout the process, and I still have somewhere this desire to do that, to create something by myself for myself, which is to come. Hopefully, I'm going to circle back to it. But these days, I'm working for a nonprofit that I feel has a beautiful cause, and I do operations and marketing for them. And I've been enjoying to get to know that sphere of social entrepreneurship and nonprofit world a little more. And I've been also essentially since I came to Miami, I've started to teach mindfulness classes. I've been doing mindfulness for myself since maybe I was 19. But when I came to Miami, that's how I really started to embrace to teach it. And I wanted to, I felt this desire to teach it. And actually, that's how we met. I was teaching meditation classes in the library.
That was fun.
And that's how we met.
I remember I came with my friend and I was thinking about your accent the whole class, thinking where you might be from. And in the end, I'm from Slovakia. I'm from Slovakia too.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
That was amazing. And it's interesting because you brought me a lot to this holistic world.
Yeah.
Let's say I started doing meditations with you and sound healing and yoga and breathing. Basically everything,
All of different
everything I know and
different
do
ways.
in those spiritual spheres I got from you. And even the business mindset, you were very inspiring because since I know you, I always saw you like trying new things, trying to get something on your own, have your own business. That was very inspiring for me. That's why I started my podcast because I also wanted to have something of my own.
And now you are inspiring me to go back to that. So
Yes, so it's the
we're
energy
exchanging.
exchange.
We're exchanging that.
What do you like and what do you not like about America?
That's an interesting question. I think that what I enjoy the most is the variety. There is just so much possibilities, so many things that you can be here, that you can create, that you can pursue, that is very inspiring to me. And it also comes from this country to be so huge and have all different kind of weather, all different climate and nature. I just love to explore and travel, and for me to live in the country where there are mountains and beaches and deserts and all everything is here and available, I think that's the most beautiful part for me.
You are an experienced traveler.
Oh, I love it. I love to adventure.
You travel a lot. Now, what you don't like?
I feel I'm not really enjoying how there is this huge amount of drama in the society. There is many, everything is really, really aggravating. There is so much consumerism, and there's so much drama connected with the news and with what's happening, and I'm also not enjoying. I feel that it's also part of it, that how much violence and how much gun related violence is present here, and that's very disturbing. That's something that I feel it's, I don't even understand how that can actually be.
Well, guns is a whole new topic to discuss, for of course, because for us as Europeans, the idea of me walking on the street knowing that maybe 80% of people are armed is just
Yeah,
so
yeah, I know.
scary. And I am dating an American who has totally opposite opinion about it,
Yeah,
and they think it's necessary. Since it's allowed, you need to be able to protect yourself, right? But for me, it's scary.
it's
It's
yeah,
totally scary to own a gun and to have it at home. It's for me, it has to be someone who's a police officer, someone who did
exactly.
the psychological tests, who is really experienced and who
Of
really needs it
course.
for protecting the country and protecting, the streets, not just some rando on the street
Some whoever on the
shooting
street.
whoever they decide. I just feel like you cannot kill as many people with a knife as you can with a gun.
Yeah.
So I don't think I will ever transform my
Yeah.
mind about this
That's,
topic.
I think that's a really sad thing. It's something that I'm really concerned about this country.
Did America fulfill your expectations?
I think it did. I think I made it work in a way that I created my life, how I'm enjoying it. And obviously there are improvements to be done in certain aspects. But there's always, right? It's always a work in progress. But I feel overall I'm really happy here. It is something that I'm enjoying.
Do you see yourself living here forever?
Yes, yes, I think so. I'm having a beautiful relationship, and it's that also helped me settle in here more. My boyfriend is originally from Miami, so that's starting to make it more home for me. But I always feel, and I was told this once, and I really like this saying, that your home is always where your toothbrush is. Have to be you and your toothbrush. With that said, at some point maybe we're gonna live in Europe, or live here and in Europe, half half. We'll see. But for now, I'm content.
This brings me to my next question. You are an American citizen now.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit more about the process of becoming a citizen.
I became a citizen last October, not 2023, 2022 actually, a year and a half ago, which is crazy actually. And that process was also really straightforward. As soon as you reach 5 years with your green card, you're eligible to apply. I think, actually not. I think, I'm sure you're eligible to apply 3 months before, because that's what I did. You can apply 3 months before 5 years on your green card, and then you just fill out the application online and make an appointment, or maybe, I don't remember. It's funny because this was just a year and a half ago, and I don't remember too much about it. But you do you do fill out the application, and I guess that they give you an interview date, and then you go to the office, and they ask you a couple questions. Once again, I was over prepared. I had all the papers, like this huge pile.
I remember.
Yes, you remember. They didn't ask me anything from the pile.
Do you remember what criteria are there besides 5 years?
They for sure check your background, as for if you're fulfilling, if you pay your taxes, if you were good green card holder, essentially. And for sure they do background check and all of those things.
How long is the process to get it?
I applied in July, and then I received the passport in October.
Same year.
Same year.
That's quick.
That was quick because also with the passport, I received it sooner because I was about to travel to Slovakia.
Mhm.
There is a way, if you have an international travel coming up soon, you are able to do like a expedited
And
passport.
how is the ceremony?
Oh, so my ceremony was was a COVID ceremony because at that yes, there was still no, the ceremonies at that point were still not for the family. So as soon as I got approved for the citizenship right there and then with the officer, he just said to go out and sit on the particular chairs where other people were gathering, and then they took us all, like, I don't know, a bunch of people, 20 people. They took us to another room, and that's where the ceremony was. Everything one after another, and there was no audience, anything, and it was just us there. I don't know, it wasn't anything special as for like that being special because none of my family, none of my friends were there, but it was still nice.
Did you have to sing the anthem?
Yes, I think we did.
Yes.
I think we did, and then we had to say "I do" for something. I remember that we were
You have
saying,
to pledge your allegiance.
yeah, you
to
have
the
to pledge
country.
your, exactly. But also, in normally, it looked like you're doing it one by one. That you're coming forward to the front and you are doing it. And this, it was again just a quick version, and everyone did it at the same time. Everyone said "I do," and that's it.
Wow. And you have to give them your green card, right?
And you have to give them your green card, exactly.
You cannot keep that as a...
That's a shame because I loved it, but I was like, okay, bye.
Well, that's nice. With the experience that you have now with an au pair and then lottery, citizenship, everything, would you have done anything differently?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't know. I feel that if I would have not won the green card lottery, I would have wanted to stay in Australia. But I also felt that there was some sort of a sign from above or just to guide my way back here. And I was good with that.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. That's
Otherwise,
how
you wouldn't win.
Exactly. That's how I felt about it. Here I am, and I feel everything just worked out as it should have, and in a perfect way.
What advice would you give our listeners and viewers that would like to come to America, either as an au pair or anything else?
I feel I would tell them to have courage and to just believe in what they want to do, and to be open to receive, to be open to different possibilities, because there are so many different kind of ways, and we should always look for let's say new ways to fulfill our dreams, and to also be persistent if you want something, to find your way, to keep finding your way with courage and with certainty.
How can people find you?
Oh, so they can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is aniko.joy. And recently, I haven't been too active there, but they can always find me there for sound healing sessions, for breathwork sessions, for meditation, mindfulness. I also do chakra alignment, so many different modalities within the mindfulness world. I'm also painting, and I've been doing some art classes in the past. And I have a set of affirmation cards that we created with one of my good friends back in 2020. During the pandemic, people were losing weight, and we were and watching Netflix, and we were doing affirmation cards. I painted, and she did the affirmations, so she created the affirmations, and we have these affirmations available on Etsy. There's also a link to this on my profile on Instagram.
I love them. That was a really nice creation.
That's so beautiful. We enjoy them so much.
COVID was the time that made people actually
exactly.
do good things with their life, for sure. Thank you so much, Aniko.
Thank you for having me.
For being here and for opening up about your experience. I learned so much more about you now after 6 years. Thank you very much again, and I wish you good luck with everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.